Now let's start the second part of the chapter, The Portrait of a Lady. As the years rolled by, we saw less of each other. For some time, she continued to wake me up and get me ready for school. As the years passed, now they saw less of each other. For some time, his grandmother used to wake him up and get him ready for the school. When I came back, she would ask me what the teacher had taught me. When the narrator came back, he used to come back. His grandmother always asked him what the teacher had taught him in the school. I would tell her English words and little things of Western science and learning. The narrator used to tell her some English word, some things of Western science and learning, the law of gravity, Archimedes principle, the world being around, etc. जैसे स्कूल से वापस आता, उसकी दादी हमेशा उससे पूछती थी उसके टीचर ने उसको क्या पढ़ाया. नरेटर उसको बताता कुछ इंग्लिश के वर्ड्स, आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल और बहुत सारी चीज़ें. दिस मेड हर अनहैप्पी. इससे उसकी दादी खुश नहीं होती. शी कुड नॉट हेल्प मी विद माई लेसन्स बिकॉज शी couldn't help him in his lessons. She didn't believe in the things they taught in the English school. His grandmother didn't believe in the things that were taught at the English medium school and was distressed. Distress means became sad that there were no teaching about God and the scriptures. उसकी दादी उन चीज़ों में बिलीव नहीं करती थी जो इंग्लिश स्कूल में उसको पढ़ाई जाती थी, जैसे आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल, ग्रेविटी एक्सेट्रा, क्योंकि इंग्लिश स्कूल में कभी भी गॉड और स्क्रिप्चर्स जो हमारी रिलीजियस बुक्स हैं उनके बारे में कोई स्टडी नहीं करवाई जाती थी. वन डे आई अनाउंस दैट वी वर बीइंग गिवन म्यूजिक लेसन्स. एक दिन नरेटर अपनी दादी को बताता है कि उन्हें आज म्यूजिक में लेसन्स दिया गया. शी वॉज वेरी डिस्टर्ब्ड. डिस्टर्ब मीन्स अपसेट. वो अपसेट हो गई इस बात को सुन के कि भी उन्हें ना गॉड और स्क्रिप्चर्स के बारे में पढ़ाने की बजाय उनको म्यूजिक लेसन्स दिए जाते हैं. To her music had lured association. It was the monopoly of harlots and beggars and not meant for gentle folk. Here, monopoly means sole right. Gentle folks means gentle people. It means his grandmother hated music. She was a conservative old lady who had her own beliefs and superstitions. She thought that music was meant only for prostitutes and beggars. It was not meant for gentle people. Music was not meant for school children from respectable families. She said nothing, but her silence meant disapproval. Disapproval means disagreement. वो कुछ नहीं कहती थी, but music के बारे में वो चुप रहती थी. It means she was not agree with the music education which was given to them in the English medium school. She rarely talked to me after that. Rarely, अब वो बहुत कम बात करते थे. When I went up to university, I was given a room of my own. When the narrator went to university, he was having a room of his own. The common link of friendship was snapped. Snapped means broken. अब उनके बीच में जो bond of friendship था वो टूट गया. My grandmother accepted her secularism with resignation. Here, seclusion means loneliness. Resignation, submission. Now she accepted her loneliness. She rarely left her spinning wheel to talk to anyone. अब वो बहुत कम बात करती थी किसी से. She always used to spin wheel to talk to anyone. From sunrise to sunset, she sat by her wheel, spinning and reciting prayers. सूर्य उदय से लेकर सूर्य अस्त तक वो हमेशा व्हील के पास बैठी रहती. शी यूज्ड टू स्पिन एंड रिसाइटेड ऑलवेज प्रेयर्स. ओनली इन द आफ्टरनून शी रिलैक्स्ड फॉर ए व्हाइल टू फीड द स्पैरोज. केवल दोपहर के समय कुछ टाइम के लिए स्पैरोज को फीड करवाने के लिए रिलैक्स होती. व्हाइल शी सेट इन द veranda ब्रेकिंग द ब्रेड इनटू लिटिल बिट्स. When she used to sit in the veranda, she broke the bread into little bites. Hundreds of little sparrows collected round her, creating a veritable bedlam of chirping. Here, veritable means real, bedlam noisy confusion. और उस टाइम बहुत सारी स्पैरोज आती और चारों तरफ वरांदा के अंदर बैठ जाती और चिरपिंग साउंड क्रिएट कर देती। सम केम एंड पस्ड ऑन हर लेग्स, कुछ आती और उनके पैरों पे बैठ जाती। अदर्स ऑन हर शोल्डर्स पे बैठ जाती। सम इवन सेट ऑन हर हेड। सी स्माइल्ड बट नेवर शूड देम अवे, वो मुस्कुराती रहती लेकिन उन्हें कभी भगाती नहीं। इट यूज्ड टू बी द हैप्पीएस्ट हाफ एन आवर ऑफ द डे फॉर हर, ये उनका सबसे अच्छा टाइम होता व्हेन शी यूज्ड टू स्पेंड हर टाइम विद स्पैरोज इन द आफ्टरनून टाइम। When I decided to go abroad for further studies, now narrator decided to go abroad for further studies, I was sure my grandmother would be upset. Now the narrator was assured by that his grandmother would be upset when he will to go abroad for further studies. I would be away for 5 years because now he had to be go for 5 years. And at her age, one could never tell. Now this time she was so old that no one could tell about that she would alive or not. But my grandmother could. She was not even sentimental. वो हल्की सी भी भावुक नहीं हुई. She came to leave me at railway station but didn't talk to show any emotion. Not only she came to railway station to drop him. Her lips moved in prayer. Now she was also busy in praying. Her mind was lost in prayer. Her fingers were busy telling the beads of her rosary as her habit was to tell the beads of her rosary. She always sing the prayer. Silently she kissed my forehead, and when I left I cherished the moist imprint as perhaps the last sign of physical contact between us. Silently उनकी दादी ने उनके माथे को चूमा और यही लास्ट इम्प्लीमेंट रहा उन दोनों के बीच में फिजिकल कॉन्टैक्ट का, ऐसा नरेटर को लगता था। बट दैट वॉज नॉट सो, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं था। आफ्टर 5 years आई केम बैक होम एंड वॉज मेट बाई हर एट द स्टेशन। वैन ही केम बैक आफ्टर 5 years, हिज ग्रैंड मदर वॉज देयर एट द स्टेशन। शी डिडंट लुक ए डे ओल्डर, वो एक दिन भी ज़्यादा बूढ़ी नज़र नहीं आ रही थी। शी वॉज इन द सेम अपीयरेंस. She still had no time for words. Now she didn't say single word, and while she clasped me in her arms, I could hear her reciting her prayers. But when she held tightly in her arms, the narrator could hear at that time she was also reciting the prayers. Even on the first day of my arrival, her happiest moments were with her sparrows, whom she fed longer and with frivolous rebukes. Here, frivolous means not serious, lightly. Rebukes, scoldings. अभी भी जब नैरेटर वापस आता है तो उसकी दादी का वही the most happy moment when she used to feed the sparrows in the afternoon. At the time it was also happened so. In the evening, a change came over her. But as the time passed and the evening time was there, a change was there. She didn't pray. She collected the women of the neighborhood. उन्होंने neighborhood की औरतों को बुलाया and got an old drum and started to sing. For several hours she thumped the skin of the dilapidated drum and sang of the homecoming of warriors. Here, thumped means beat with hands, sagging, hanging down, skins, stressed leather. Dilapidated means falling to pieces. अब नरेटर कहता है कि शाम के टाइम उनमें बहुत बड़ा चेंज आया। उन्होंने प्रेयर नहीं की और कई घंटों तक पड़ोस की औरतों को इकट्ठा करके एक पुरानी सी ढोलक को लेकर पूरा टाइम उस पर थपकी देती रही। और जिस तरीके से वॉरियर्स के वापस घर आते हैं, उनके ऑनर में जो सॉन्ग गाए जाते वही सॉन्ग उन्होंने मेरे आने पर गाए। Had to persuade her to stop to avoid overstraining. Persuade, convince. Overstraining, tiring herself. अब हमने उनको काफ़ी बार कन्विंस करने की कोशिश की कि भी वो अपने आप को बहुत ज़्यादा ना थकाएं। That was the first time since I had known her that she didn't pray. It was the first time in his life that his grandmother didn't pray because she always lost in prayers. The next morning she was taken ill. अगली सुबह वो बीमार हो गई। It was a mild fever. Mild means light. हल्का फीवर था एंड द डॉक्टर टोल्ड अस दैट इट वुड गो। डॉक्टर ने कहा फीवर जल्दी से ही उतर जाएगा। बट माई ग्रैंड मदर थॉट डिफरेंटली, बट शी थॉट different. She told us that her end was near. She said that since only few hours before the close of the last chapter of her life, she had omitted to pray. She was not going to waste any more time talking to us. But his grandmother thought that now her end was near. She wanted to pray. She wanted to remember the God before falling the last chapter of her life, because she didn't want to waste her time to talk to anyone. We protested. Protested means opposed. हमने उनकी बात को oppose किया. But she ignored our protest. She lay peacefully in bed praying and telling her beads, as she was habitual to tell the beads and to recite the prayer. The same day she did. Even before we could suspect, her lips stopped moving and the rosary fell down the lifeless fingers. But after some time, we saw that her lips stopped moving and the rosary also fell down from her fingers. A peaceful pallor spread on her face and we knew that she was dead. Now a peaceful pallor was come over on her face and they thought that she was dead. We lifted her off the bed, and as it was custom after death, we used to lift anyone off the bed. In the similar way, उन्होंने भी अपनी दादी को बेड से नीचे उतार दिया, जैसे कि रिवाज है. Laid her on the ground, उन्होंने उसको ग्राउंड पर लिटाया and covered her with the red sword, और उन्हें रेड sword के से कवर कर दिया. After a few hours of mourning, we left her alone to make arrangements for her funeral. कुछ टाइम के लिए मौन करने के बाद हमने उनको अकेला छोड़ दिया so that they can arrange for her funeral. In the evening, we went to her room with a crude stretcher to take her to be cremated. Cremated means burning the dead. अब शाम के टाइम जब वो रूम में आए क्रूड स्ट्रेचर के साथ उनके दाह संस्कार पर ले जाने के लिए, द सन वॉज सेटिंग एंड हैड लिट हर रूम एंड वेरांडा विद ए ब्लेज ऑफ गोल्डन लाइट. सनसेट हो रहा था और पूरे वेरांडा के अंदर गोल्डन लाइट पूरे रूम के अंदर फैल चुकी थी. वी स्टॉप्ड हाफ वे इन द कोर्ट यार्ड. दे स्टॉप्ड इन द मिड. All over the veranda and in her room right up to where she lay dead. वेरांदा के अंदर जहाँ अपने रूम में जहाँ पर उनको लेटाया हुआ था, and still wrapped in the red sword, अभी भी जो रेड sword के अंदर उनको कवर किया हुआ था. Thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor पर thousands of sparrows they surrounded the dead body of his grandmother. There was no chirping. We felt sorry for the birds and my mother fetched some bread for them. Fetched means bring. हमें उन बर्ड्स के लिए काफ़ी सॉरी फील किया और मेरी मदर उनके लिए ब्रेड्स ले आई. She broke it into little crumbs and the way my grandmother used to. उन्होंने जिस तरीके से मेरी दादी क्रम्स को छोटे छोटे बाइट्स के अंदर तोड़ती थी, वैसे मेरी मदर ने भी किया. And throwed it to them. The sparrows took no notice of the bread. They didn't notice the bread pieces. When we carried my grandmother's corpse off, they flew away quietly. लेकिन जैसे वो अपनी दादी को लेकर जा रहे थे, they flew away quietly. Next morning, the sweeper swept the breadcrumbs into the dustbin. अगली सुबह स्वीपर ने ब्रेड क्रम्स को डस्टबिन में डाल दिया. It means the sparrows also felt their sorrows. It means they expressed their grief at the death of the grandmother. They sat around her dead body, mourning her death. They didn't chirp, nor they did touch the breadcrumbs thrown to them by the narrator's mother. They flew away quietly when the dead body was carried off. In this way, they paid their silent homage to the old lady who used to feed them in the afternoon daily.